Once upon a time, in the lush, vibrant forests of West Africa, lived Anansi the spider. Anansi was not just any spider. He was clever, witty, and had a knack for getting himself into and out of trouble with his sharp mind. Anansi was known throughout the animal kingdom for his trickery and cunning, often using his wits to solve problems or get what he wanted. One day, Anansi decided he wanted to possess all the wisdom in the world. He believed that if he were the wisest of all creatures, he would be the most powerful. So, he spun a beautiful, intricate web and began to travel from village to village, gathering stories, knowledge, and secrets from everyone he met. Anansi stored all this wisdom in a large clay pot, which he kept hidden in his home. As time passed, Anansi's pot of wisdom grew heavier and heavier, filled to the brim with all the knowledge he had collected. Anansi became paranoid about someone stealing his treasure, so he decided to hide it in the highest branches of the tallest tree in the forest. One morning, Anansi set out with the heavy pot strapped to his back, climbing the enormous tree. He struggled, slipping and sliding, unable to balance the pot properly. His youngest son, Takuma, saw his father struggle from below and called out, "Father, why don't you tie the pot in front of you instead of on your back? It will be easier to carry." Anansi, annoyed and embarrassed that a child could offer him advice, ignored Takuma and continued to struggle up the tree. But after several more failed attempts and near falls, Anansi grudgingly realized his son was right. He tied the pot in front of him and easily climbed to the top of the tree. Once at the top, Anansi placed the pot securely in the branches and sat down to rest. As he looked out over the forest, he began to laugh. "I have collected all the wisdom in the world," he said to himself, "yet I did not use any of it to solve my own problem. What good is all this knowledge if I cannot listen to others?" In that moment, Anansi realized that wisdom was not meant to be hoarded by one individual but shared with the world. He untied the pot and tipped it over, letting all the knowledge, stories, and secrets spill out, carried by the wind to every corner of the forest. The animals, plants, and people all received their share of wisdom, enriching their lives and communities. Anansi climbed down the tree, feeling lighter and happier than he had in a long time. From that day forward, Anansi used his cleverness to help others and teach them valuable lessons through his stories and tricks. He became a beloved figure, not just for his cunning but for his generosity and willingness to share his wisdom. The tale of Anansi the spider spread far and wide, becoming a cherished part of the cultural heritage of West Africa and beyond. Anansi's stories were told around firesides and in village squares, reminding everyone of the importance of wisdom, sharing, and the value of listening to others. And so, Anansi continued his adventures, weaving his webs and spinning his tales, a symbol of cleverness, resourcefulness, and the power of shared knowledge. His legacy lived on, inspiring countless generations to value wisdom and use it for the greater good.